I don't think it gets any more beast-like than Uvogin after watching Hunter x Hunter episode 44. Now, once again, this almost feels like a conclusion, episode-wise and review-wise, to last week's episode because it just felt like straight up coming off of that same vibe. And I hate to repeat myself, but definitely got to say once again, it felt like a seinen series with this particular episode because there was a lot of graphic violence and I love it, but I don't know necessarily if this is like quote unquote what shonen should be, because shonen, like, for the most part, especially nowadays, is a lot toned down. Like, there was just a lot of graphic stuff, like for example, Uvogin bit dude's head off, or a big chunk of his head in his face. He screamed so freaking loud he blew dude's eardrums and probably even his brain or something. I don't even know. It was just like crazy stuff, very borderline seinen, but I love it, and I'm just glad that it's that graphic and violent because it just really seems awesome. The episode, definitely, it was a setup, but it was done well because, again, there can be setups that are boring, there could be setups that are slow, but this was a good setup because it had a little bit of action in it with the whole Uvogin versus the Shadow Beast, which he annihilated, and once again, Uvogin is becoming an awesome and a fave of mine, especially within this series. He's already up there as a fave because he is just freaking dominant. And it was just like crazy to see. Like, I was just like blown away how graphic they're going with it. Like last week we had people getting bullets to the head. This week we got Uvogin eating people's head off, and it was just awesome. Kurapika, once again, his anger is building up as well, and I'm really enjoying seeing where it's gonna go because he is getting to the point where, like, I don't even know, he could be borderline psychotic after all of this because every time he even sees the spider people, he is just like wanting to rip their heads off. I want to note something that it's already been shown a while ago, but it just came to my attention to bring it up because I've been watching a lot of the series called Bleach now. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I noticed that in Ubogin's back he had, I believe it was a spider with the number 11, and I know that they have numbers on their backs, and it just kind of reminded me of Bleach with the whole espadas. I don't know if anyone's aware of what I'm talking about, but they had numbers and powers next to them, and I think it's pretty cool to see. Obviously, Hunter did this first because this is adapted from a manga that was created, in the late 90s, so no copying there. I'm not saying anything like that, just like that they did that. Now, is it the same as the espadas as far as, like, that's rank and power? Because if so, then if he's only 11 and he's doing stuff like that, I can't wait to see what 2, 1, 3, all of them are. It's just awesome. I just hope we don't get no crazy troll stuff like, you know, the Zero Espada. But I really like that. It's kind of cool to see. Nothing really to say about animation again. There's really, I don't even know again why I bring it up. It's just, I always like to mention the animation. Solid, 100%, look beautiful. Madhouse is just doing an amazing job every week. The second that they dip in quality, I am going to notice because they're doing such a phenomenal job that any dip will be noticeable because they're doing that damn good of a job. Overall pacing, very good. It was a setup, so if this was a setup, and I believe even the title was something like a setup to a fight or something like that, then I can't wait to see the real action beginning because Kurapika, based on what he was doing, how he wrapped dude in the chains, it was just crazy that he could hold him, and the guy was like, even though I'm numb, even if I wasn't numb, I'd still have a hard time because he's freaking going, like, he's using all his nin, and it's just crazy strong. So I'm loving the development with Kurapika because I definitely say that after learning nin, he's grown a lot stronger since we've seen him go in the Hunter exams. And yeah, this episode was just really a pretty awesome setup because setups once again could go any which way, and this was a good one. Phantom Troop, they're awesome. They're just playing cards while this guy's ripping people to pieces. How can you not love the Phantom Troop? If you're watching this video for the first time, if you've never seen Hunter x Hunter, and this is sounding real good to you, I highly recommend go start from the beginning, watch episode 1. A couple of episodes are slow, but when you get to stuff like this, you would just be like, yo, Hunter x Hunter for the win. Good episode, but let me know what you think. Overall, what are your thoughts on this whole thing with the Phantom Troop? Are they that damn strong? And without giving too many spoilers, am I on the right path as far as this whole thing, comparing it to the espadas with, you know, number 11 is a rank, and number 1 will be 10 billion times stronger than number 11, or is this they give them random numbers? And overall, what am I to expect more? How much more epic is this going to get? Because if this was just a setup, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen because everybody is just looking freaking phenomenal, and Phantom Troop for the win. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for the Phantom Troop, and I can't wait to see what the fight or what the heck is going to go on next week. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.